Hello and welcome along to round 4 of ETGT League Season 4. We are at the Brands Hatch Circuit, returning here for the first time since Season 2, back in the Group 4 rear-wheel drive cars. So let's take a look at the calendar for this season, and we're getting to the flyaway races now. So we're at Brands Hatch in England, getting away from mainland Europe, and then we'll head over to Australia in a week for Bathurst, which will be the halfway point of the season. And then we'll have another 4 races before we finish up at Watkins Glen. So let's take a look at the championship points as we head into round 4, and Nick Pfaff on 30 points, winning 3 races in a row and taking 3 pole positions as well. There's no points for pole positions or fastest lap this season. Nick Pfaff in the lead by 3 points over Chris Padajak, who's had 9 points each race, 3 second places for him. And Peter Dongo, 3rd place after his podium finish at Spa the last round. Peter Cameron, 4th place on 21 points. And we've got Solomon Thackeray in 6th, tumbling down the order after not getting any points last round. We'll take a quick look at the teams and manufacturer standings, and Team 53 ahead, 1st place. It's 39 points, and Pfaff Motorsports on 30, just ahead of Sicko Motorsport, and the rest are basically the same positions as the Drivers' Championship as their single car teams. And in the manufacturer's standings, Mercedes are well ahead, 96 points. BMW and Porsche only have 1 car on the grid up until this point, so they've only scored 20 and 14 points each. But we've got more Porsches on the grid at this race, with Mitchell Collin returning to ETGT League and bringing along Collin Racing Team and a teammate in Blake Williamson. So we've got a new team on the grid, and Harsha Hossor as well, making his debut today in the Porsche. So Porsche will be looking to score some more points in the Manufacturers' Championship against BMW, which still only have 1 car on the grid. Speaking of the grid, it's almost time for the grid walk. The drivers have finished qualifying. It's a beautiful day here at Brands Hatch. You can see the crowd have packed the stands. The marshals are waiting. Drivers are ready. We're ready and waiting. Let's head down to the grid now and check out where the drivers lined up for the grid walk.
We're down here on the grid at the Brands Hatch Circuit. The sun is beating down here. See them shining on the cars, which have all completed qualifying. We'll see how they line up on the grid. And in pole position, it's Nick Pfaff, the Pfaff Motorsports car number 7 on the front row. He's also got the inside line going into turn 1. That's where you want to be at the start of the race. We'll see what Nick Pfaff can do. From pole position, he starts ahead of Mitchell Collin in 2nd place, who makes his ETGT League return with Collin Racing Team. His teammates a bit further down the grid. It's good to see Mitchell Collin on the grid again, driving for Porsche this season. Some Porsche, I'm sure they're looking forward to getting some more points on the grid in their battle with BMW and Mercedes in the Constructors' Championship. Speaking of Mercedes, in 3rd position, it's Chris Padajak for Sicko Motorsports, car number 90, 3rd on the grid. Can he finish on the podium again? He's having a good run this season. He's also got the inside line for turn 1. That's where you want to be. He gets a good start, lines up alongside Mitchell Collin. Who knows? And Peter Dongo in 4th place. Car 53, Team 53. He had a good fight with Chris Padajak at Spa. Let's see if Peter Dongo can get on the podium at Brands Hatch. And in 5th position, Peter Cameron, the TCR Racing, the beautiful livery, the yellow BMW, still the only BMW on the grid. See what he can do from 5th place. Stay out of trouble, get the strategy right, score some big points. And Blake Williamson making his ETGT League debut with Collin Racing Team. He lines up 6th on the grid. His teammate in 2nd Richard Collin up in second. We'll see what Blake Williamson can do on his debut. And in 7th place, Trent Fuller, Team 53, car number 5. He starts ahead of Fezza. The Fezza Racing Team starting in 8th place. It's not his strongest circuit here at Brands Hatch. The Porsche driver starting on the last row of the grid, alongside Harsha Hossor, number 25, Race for Life 81, on the grid here at Season 4 of ETGT League, making his race debut. Hasn't got any sponsors in the car. See what he could do on the grid as he brings up the rear. And that's how the grid line up for this race. We'll get you back up to the commentary box. We can catch all the action. The lights are counting down at the Brands Hatch circuit. The engines are roaring and the drivers are off. Oh, Blake Williamson, you got a jump start there. We can see him. He's at the back of the grid now as Nick Pfaff leads the pack at the turn 1. Oh, look at that, Chris Petterjack and Peter Dongo ahead of Mitchell Collin. Mitchell Collin didn't get a great start there off the line. Down to the 4th place now. Look at Fezza. He's carving his way through the grid though. He's trying to shove his way through. There we go. Now he's passed far. It's past Trent Fuller. It's up to 6th place now. And the drivers, we're starting to settle in a bit as we get off the line. Now, it's a long race, guys. We don't want to do anything silly. And the drivers are heading off it. Oh, Nick Pfaff's gone off. Oh, Chris Petterjack's off as well. Oh, Nick Pfaff spun. Look at that. He's hit the wall. Oh, Nick, your leaders, Nick Pfaff and Chris Petterjack, they both went off at the same spot. There must have been dirt on the circuit. Oh, Chris Petterjack's hit the wall. I wonder if he's got damage. Oh, they both got damage, surely. So there we go. Peter Dongo's your new leader. Peter Dongo in first, in front of Mitchell Collin in 2nd place. Is back up to 2nd now. And Trent Fuller's up to 3rd. So Team 53, 1st and 3rd here at Brands Hatch. We haven't even finished the first lap. The Fezza's moved up to 4th, and there's Chris Petterjack. I wonder if he's got any damage on the car. Looks like he hit the wall pretty hard. Oh, look, we can see the Porsche going away slightly from him on the straight. Maybe he does have damage that's affecting the aerodynamics. As we start lap 2, Harsha Hossor making his ETGT League debut. It's up to 6th place. Oh, is that Blake Williamson trying to make a pass there on Peter Cameron as we head into the first turn? Yes, he is. Oh, I think they touched. Oh, they did. Oh, I think Blake Williamson was on the inside there. Unlucky there for the debut driver in the ETGT League, and Peter Cameron getting caught up in that as well. So we head to the start of the grid, front of the grid. And Peter Dongo still in 1st place. Oh, he's a bit messy there though. I think it's allowed Mitchell Collin to catch up a little bit. Yeah, look, he's right behind there. Oh, they're going to go side by side. Peter Dongo's got the inside though, so he'll surely keep his position. And there we go. Peter Dongo still in 1st place. Right on board with Mitchell Collin. He's making his ETGT League return with Collin Racing Team on board. And he's doing really well here. In the Porsche, it's been mostly Mercedes so far this season on the grid, with only Solomon representing Porsche. He's up at 4th at the moment. Now we can see Mitchell Collin chasing down Team 53. Peter Dongo, who's in the lead. He's about to start lap 3 of this race. And then Trent Fuller still up there in 3rd position. There we go. Trent Fuller crossing the line, 3rd. Fezza, 4th position. Is that Chris Petterjack going for a move into the first turn? No. Doesn't quite get close enough. Fezza sitting just ahead. Oh, Chris Petterjack going for another move. Look at that. Oh, I thought he was gonna tap the Porsche there. This is a bit of a pack. So Pfaff is caught up to this group after he spun out. Oh, he's trying to get away past. Oh, he's gone around the outside of Chris Petterjack there, it looks like. Trying to board Nick Pfaff. Well, Chris Petterjack's got the inside there. Nick Pfaff gets it easily done. That was a very smooth line there, actually. Oh, maybe not. Left, right, left and right. I think that's allowed Chris Petterjack to get past. Yes, it has. So I think they've both got damage. So they're both sort of racing each other here. Oh, There we go, Nick Pfaff getting the move done. I think Chris Padajak outbroke himself there. Outbraked himself. Outbroke? No, definitely outbraked. Well, we can see him occupying Pfaff's mirrors though. So Pfaff now chasing down Harsha Hossa as he makes his way up the grid after that first lap mistake. There's a bigger grid here now for race 4. We've got 3 drivers joining the grid. And we've got Peter Dongo still in first position as we start lap 4. Mitchell Collin making his return, so he's in second. Harsha Hossa in 5th place. And Blake Williamson in 8th. So they're the 3 new drivers, 2 new teams. Oh, and Peter Dongo is doing well here actually. So is Trent Fuller there in 3rd place. But doing really well here for Team 53. They're going to score a bag load of points. They can keep this up. So I think drivers have all settled in a bit. I know they're a bit busy down the pack, but this is the fight for first. We'll check on the car's stats. So soft tyres for Mitchell Collin, soft tyres for Peter Dongo. The wear rates are pretty similar on both these cars. These guys are setting the pace. Even though Nick Pfaff's got the fastest lap, he has got damage. We can report that him and Chris Padajak do have damage. Also Trent Fuller, look at his tyre usage though. He's really using the tyres, doing all he can to stay in 3rd position. We'll see how that affects his race strategy and what happens later in the race. Medium tyres for Fezza. Okay, so he's doing a little bit of a different strategy here. Oh, Fezza keeping in front of Harsha Hossa. Bit of a train here, but doing well. Harsha Hossa, he's also on the mediums. Oh, Nick Pfaff is going to get the move done. Oh, he's kind of looking. No, not quite. Unless Harsha goes a little bit wide. Yeah, I think Nick Pfaff's got the move done here. So he's on the softs and he has got damage there on the front of the car after hitting the barrier. Oh, see, he hasn't got the speed. He might get him in the corners, but because of the aerodynamic damage, he's just not getting past the Porsche. And there we go, Chris Padajak as well has got more damage. Oh, and Nick Pfaff is getting the move done, is he? Oh, there we go, so Harsha on the grass. I think that's going to allow Chris Padajak to catch up a bit too. It's a bit tight through here though, so Chris Padajak's on the mediums. He's doing a bit of a different strategy as well. That's not, oh no, sorry, that is Harsha Hossa on the mediums there. Chris Padajak is on the softs, but he's got damage. Well, I guess it's a good thing that him and Pfaff have the softs, because they'll pit early, fix the damage, and then get back on some good tyres. And try get themselves back up the grid. Yeah, the fight's on with these guys, isn't it? So Chris Padajak got ahead. Oh, but Harsha had higher top speed there. He's gotten past. Harsha getting the overtake done. Sticker Motorsports driver. It's close racing here. Let's go back down the grid. So we've got Boosted Blake and TCR Camcorp fighting it over for 8th and 9th position. Boosted Blake on the softs and Camcorp on the medium. So he's got, oh, look at that. Camcorp keeping control of the car. And he's on the medium, so he's on a good strategy there, keeping with Blake. So let's head back to the front of the grid. Oh, Peter Dongo going a little bit wide at the turn 1, but he's still keeping ahead of Mitchell Collin. Oh, is Mitchell Collin going to get the move done? Yes, he is. Look at that. Oh, Chris Padajak's pitted now too, but Mitchell Collin gets the move done. Lap 6. It took him 6 laps, and now he's in the lead. So Chris Padajak is in the pits. They prepared the car. It's on the medium tyres, and out he goes. Okay. So I wonder if he can do that for the rest of the race. We'll see what he can do. He's now out in last position behind TCR. Oh, behind Blake Williamson and Peter Cameron, who are having an epic battle here. Actually, there's battles all through the field. We don't know where to concentrate on. Back to your leaders, Mitchell Collin. Well, he's got a little bit of a gap now to Peter Dongo. I think Peter Dongo was trying all he could there. Slightly different tyre wears on the cars. The cars do have slightly different drivetrains. Mid-engine Porsche, and the front engine Mercedes. A little bit more tyre wear at the front of the Mercedes. And Trent Fuller still up in 3rd position. He's got no front left. I wonder if he'll be pitting soon. We'll see what he does. Nick Pfaff, despite having the damage, has made his way back up to 4th position as we reach 8.5 minutes of the race. And there we go, Trent Fuller is pitting. And Nick Pfaff stay out. Team 53 getting ready for their driver. of the Trent Fuller garage of Team 53, and off he goes. Pits, tyres, fuel, off you go. And he'll be out of there. So he'll come out. Where will he come out? He should come out in front of Chris Padajak. Let's see what happens. Trent Fuller. Oh, he's well ahead. There we go, he's well ahead of all of them. Also Fezza. Oh, the Fezza! Oh, he spun out! Fezza went wide and he spun. Oh, I can't believe he just caught that on camera. Is Trent Fuller going to get past him now? Oh, yes he is. Trent Fuller's passed. Oh, Fezza's just spun. Wow. So Harsha Hossa off to 4th place, keeping out of trouble, and away he goes. Nick Pfaff, he's caught up with Peter Dongo. Oh, what's happened with Peter Dongo? Oh, there's a big gap now with Peter Dongo and Mitchell Collin. We'll have to find out what happened to him. So lap 7. Yeah, look at that, Nick Pfaff caught up right now. So he still hasn't pitted. And he's got the damage, but he's back in a podium position. Not too far behind Peter Dongo at the moment. And he's pitting. There we go. Peter Dongo's pitting. He's getting rid of the softs. Team 53 going to service their car. So Harsha Hossa, he moves up to 3rd. Oh, his ETGT League debut for Porsche. There we go. In 3rd position now. Oh, he's using all the road. Thought he was going to get off there. Peter Dongo gets out just ahead of his teammate, Trent Fuller. So Team 53, 4th and 5th. They're going to score good points here if they keep this up. Peter Dongo should finish on the podium. And then Trent Fuller just behind him there, look at that. So he's put on medium tyres. They're both on the medium tyres. So they'll stay like this probably for the rest of the race. Oh, Trent Fuller went a bit wide. There we go, and Fezza, some mediums, a bit worn. So the Camcorp. And Chris Padajak hasn't really passed. He's caught up to Boosted Blake, but he hasn't been able to pass him quite yet. Still a bit of a gap. So yeah, Chris Padajak in last place after hitting the wall. We just passed where he hit the wall in lap 1. Same with Nick Pfaff. Had a bit of damage. Yeah, he was trying to make his way back up the grid. Boosted Blake, his ETGT League debut, not going great. He went for a move into turn 1 and yeah, didn't work out. Camcorp, who's just ahead now. He's got decent pace. Finds himself just behind Fezza. Oh, Nick Pfaff's pitting. So finally, Nick Pfaff pitting. They're going to repair the damage on that car and they'll chuck on the medium tyres and off he goes. You should be it for Nick Pfaff. You can keep the fuel as well. Fuel might be tricky for some of these cars. And there's Mitch Collin in 1st place. So, yeah, Nick Pfaff on the mediums. He gets out ahead. Oh, yes. There's ahead of Fezza and Camcorp. So that's good for him. So he can focus on catching up to Team 53 just ahead. So yeah, Nick Pfaff hitting the wall on the 1st lap. He finds himself, instead of racing Mitchell Collin up in front, finds himself in 5th place, working his way up the grid. So Team 53 still together on the circuit there. Good pace there from the guys. So Fezza, yeah, he spun. We caught him on camera spinning on the track. He was having an alright race though, keeping to himself, and on the mediums would have been ahead of the Team 53 guys and up in 3rd place if it wasn't for that spin. But we'll see what he can do. We're not even half distance yet. Peter Cameron doing well in that BMW. Oh, Mitchell Collin pits. Alright, so your race leader's pitting. This is Collin Racing Team in the pits now. Fuel, tyres, away he goes. So he'll put the mediums on surely, and this will be the only pit stopper that he should need. So out he goes. Harsha Hossa in 2nd place. Is he going to overtake Mitchell Collin for the lead? No, but he gets just behind him. So Harsha with the medium tyres, doing well. He's got no sponsors in the car at the moment, but I'm sure after this race, people will be asking to be on the car. Doing really well here, his debut race. Oh, he's putting in fast sectors as the fuel goes down in his car. So Mitchell Collin, he'll get his tyres up to speed and heat it up. Oh, what's happened here? Chris Padajak past Cameron. Peter Cameron. Alright, so Chris Badajak trying to carve his way through the grid. He's going to get past Solomon. Or will he stay in this sandwich? So we've got Porsche, Mercedes and BMW here on the grid. We've got 3 different manufacturers on the train here. It's a nice shot. Let's stick a motorsport car. Oh, he's lining up. He's going to line up and move on the Porsche. Not quite. Stay just behind in this fast sector of the circuit. Oh, he's really caught up though. He's probably saying, get out of the way, Fezza. I am faster. But you can't do it through this sector of the track. Oh, he's... thought he lost control of the car there a little bit. So these 3, pretty close on the circuit. This is the closest battle on the track. Something's happened with Boosted Blake there, unless he's pitted. Might have gone off the circuit. He's well behind this pack. We'll have to catch up and see what happened with that. Oh, and Peter Cameron's in the pits. Okay. There we go. So I think that is what happened. I think this is like pitted, Peter Cameron's pitted, BMW get the service and we're ready to go. Very soon, there we go. So he's put the softs on as he should. So let's see what happens for the rest of his race. Oh, and he's just ahead of... Yes, he is. He's just ahead of Blake Williamson. He's done there. Alright, so these 2 will be having a good scrap. Oh, look at that. I think Blake Williamson's going to get the move done though. On the outside of the turn, yes. Blake Williamson passes the BMW. We'll see if he can keep that position there. And there we go. Chris Badajak has passed Fezza on the track. He's now up to 6th position. Nick Pfaff is now chasing down Team 53. He's close. He's close there. And there we go. Harsha Hosser in the pits. Finally, after being in 2nd place, his debut race, fueling the car, he's fueled it up, doesn't want to take any risks. And off he goes. I don't think he changed tyres though. He didn't change the tyres. He's got the medium tyres on still. Oh, it's going to catch up with him later on in the race. There's Fezza pits. He's gotten rid of the mediums. He'll have the softs on surely. A bit more experience there on that side of the garage. There we go. He's on the soft tyres. The Fezza comes out. Yeah, Harsha Hosser, I'm pretty sure is on the mediums. So he's probably going to get a penalty for that. And Chris Badajak. He pitted already, so is he going to be able to stay out though? We'll see what he can do. So, this is a close battle on the circuit at the moment. These 3 now. Although not those to bumper. Well, these guys as well actually. We'll stay with this. Oh, big Pfaff cut grass, look at that. He's trying to get every ounce of speed out of the Mercedes as he gets up to T53. Yeah, see, he's got a penalty for that. We knew that was going to happen. Well, we're past the halfway point. So Nick Pfaff on the charge. He'll serve the penalty and he'll have to try again. Well, maybe in a couple of laps from now he'll be able to get past Team 53. Nick Pfaff aims for a podium. And Mitchell Collin, well, he's all the way up here at the front of the grid. Kind of lonely. But he hasn't made any mistakes. He qualified 2nd. But his only mistake, I guess, was losing 2 positions at the start. But, well, he avoided the chaos in the middle of the first lap, where Nick Pfaff and Chris Badajak went off, and he's capitalised on that. Peter Donga, he tried to keep Richard Collin behind him for a few laps, but finally out. Oh, Trent Fuller, it's on the grass there. He's still keeping up with Peter Donga. This is great. He's keeping Nick Pfaff just behind him. He's doing a good job here as Trent Fuller. He started towards the rear of the grid. I think he was in 7th position, but he's up in 3rd. Let's keep Nick Pfaff behind. I think Nick Pfaff's going to look for an overtaking opportunity here. Is Trent going to let him pass? Yeah, Trent lets him pass. Alright. Doesn't want to lose too much time there. He's in a good position. So next up, Peter Donga. Still a good result if he finishes 2nd. He's got just over 11 minutes before the end of the race. So we'll see what he does. Oh, and Trent Fuller, he's cutting grass. He's trying to get every ounce of speed out of the car. So there's the top 6 sort of going past, or 2nd to 6th. So Harsha Hossa is in 6th position. That's a big gap between him and Fezza. Is that because Fezza pitted? Yes, it is. Oh, and there we go, Campbell and Boosted Blake bringing up the rear of the grid. So there's your top 9. No one's. Oh, what's happened here? Something happened there. Had the flags out. I think Nick Pfaff. Something happened with Nick Pfaff. Yes, something's happened with Nick Pfaff. He's now down in 5th position. Wow, we saw the flags out, but we didn't quite catch what happened. So he was chasing Team 53. But now he's going to have to go past Mr. Sade. Or Chris Padajak. There we go. Oh, and Trent Fuller. Something's happened with him there. He's gone off, or yeah, he went off there on the grass. Now Chris Padajak's up to 3rd. Still coming back to him. And Peter Dongo still keeping clean up in there in 2nd place. So 2 drivers have gone off there in the 1 lap. We'll get those in the highlights after the race and we'll see what happened. Nick Pfaff going past Trent Fuller again. See if he lines up and overtake at turn 1. We're riding on board with him. Yeah, he's going to go on the inside, isn't he? Oh, looks like they almost hit. He got the move done pretty easily though. So there we go, Nick Pfaff. Up into 4th. He'll be chasing Chris Padajak for 3rd. So if these guys didn't have their incident at the start of the race, they'd probably be up in front of Richard Collin, who's really got a big gap now. Look at that. That's at least 15 seconds, I'd say, between him and Peter Dongo. There's a bit of a train there forming on the map though, you can see. So there's a gap between Mitchell and Peter, and then Peter and Chris Padajak. There we go. The camera catches him. He's got Nick Pfaff catching him. Nick Pfaff's probably going to pass him. Now Trent Fuller back down in 5th. We'll definitely see what happened with the highlights there. Oh, look at that, he's hit the gravel. Maybe it was something like that. That's allowed Harsha Hossa to catch up. Oh, he might be able to pass him. No, he's not quite there. It is close though. Alright, so it's right on board with Nick Pfaff. As he tries to catch and pass Chris Padajak. They start lap 16, 8 minutes to go. Still a lot of racing to happen. Wow, look at that. Nick Pfaff puts in the fastest lap of the race. As he tries to, oh look at how much more speed he's got through the turn. Oh, Chris Padajak tries to defend on the inside, but I don't think it's going to really matter. Look how much extra grip he's got. If someone's pitted. And look at that, Nick Pfaff gets the move done. There's someone pitted there, we're not quite sure what happened. We'll get back to that. So Nick Pfaff. Oh, and Chris Padajak, look at that. He's on the inside there. Oh, these two are close on the circuit. I don't know if Chris Padajak's going to get the move done. It's a bit risky here into this sector. Oh, he's so close though. Look at that. Just push him off. Just shove him off a bit. Oh, look, he's got the inside line though. He's still behind. He's just trying to intimidate Nick Pfaff and put himself in his mirrors. Okay, so Trent Fuller pitted, it looks like. He's just looking at the results at the at the timing board there. He's now down at 7th. So Nick Pfaff up to 3rd. There's Chris Padajak in 4th. Good recovery from these two after what happened earlier on in the race. Harsha Hossa keeping out of trouble, starting at lap 17 up into 5th. We got Fezza. It's a bit of a train here. It's got Solomon, Trent and Peter coming up to start lap 17. And all on his lonesome there. Blake Williamson. Maybe he pitted actually as well. Maybe something happened to Trent and he just went off from the gravel again. But Blake Williamson, yeah, it looks like he's pitted again. So, what's the race like here? I think the race is here with Fezza and Trent. Because there's too much of a gap between the other cars. Let's have a look at the driver's stats though. We'll see what we can get. So Mitchell Collin, he's got half a tank of fuel and his tyres are fine. He's got 5.5 minutes left. I don't think anything's going to happen with this guy unless he really damages his car. Something major happens. So he's starting lap 18. He hasn't had the fastest lap, but he is up in first by a big margin ahead of Peter Dongo. Similar story for him. Half a tank of fuel, tyres are fine. He should finish in second place. Although there's a fast charging Nick Pfaff here, isn't there? Now with 5 minutes to go, it's a handful of laps, like 3 or 4 laps. 3 laps. Yeah, he could catch Peter Dongo. Yeah, he doesn't have to worry about his tyres. Oh, Nick Pfaff, he's gone a bit wide there into the first turn. I think he's pushing a bit too hard there. But he's got enough of a gap in front of Chris Padajak. Oh, the tyres, look at that. And the fuel. So Chris Padajak's got a lot less fuel than the others around him. Is he going to make it? He's really run out of tyres there on the front. The front left. He pitted early because of the damage. There's so many Nick Pfaff. I think Nick Pfaff probably pitted a bit later. I'm not 100% sure, but either way, big difference there between the two. Harsha Hossa, he's got fresh tyres and good fuel. He could actually pass Chris Padajak if he has to start fuel saving. Could see the Porsche up to 4th. So Fezza, he's on the softs. He's got a similar fuel situation to Chris Padajak. We've got 4 minutes left. We'll see what happens. He might be okay. Tyres will be alright. He's probably going to stay ahead of Trent Fuller. He's on the mediums. Oh, went a little bit wide there. Trying to keep up with the Fezza Racing team. Oh, and something's happened up at the front, has it? Oh, Nick Pfaff. Yeah, I think something happened to Nick Pfaff. There's a little bit of a gap. Decrease. Nothing too major. Yeah, I think Chris Padajak should be worried more about Harsha Hossa creeping up behind him. Yeah, it's slowly happening, isn't it? So there's just over 3 minutes to go. Oh, look, he's right behind him. How much fuel's Chris Padajak on? Now, the fuel might be okay, but it's definitely the tyres that are going to make him struggle. Oh, is Harsha going to get the move done on the inside? He looks. Oh, he's got it. Harsha moves up to 4th on his ETGT League debut. That's crazy. The Porsche's up to 4th. Mitchell Collin in first position. So Harsha Hossa is the second Porsche. Fastest Porsche on the grid. Look at that, Chris Padajak gets, he's re-overtaken. He's got his spot back. Oh, but that Porsche's got speed, look at that. Oh, he's right behind him, he's going to get the move done. Oh, he blocks on the inside. He's going to have to make a move on the outside. Oh, they're side by side. Actually, has he overtaken? He's done it. He's even got some wheels on the grass. Oh, he's done the move. Harsha gets the pace back. He's up to 4th. I think Chris Padajak is fuel saving. Yeah, look, he's got red now. There's still there's still a lap or 2 left, and he's gonna probably run out of fuel. Might depend on when the leader finishes too. He's the leader on the final lap. No, not quite. Okay, so Fezza, ahead of Trent Fuller. Trent Fuller's fine for his tyres and fuel. Peter Cameron, he's on the softs. Oh, he should be. Well, he's keeping up. It'd be nice if he passes Trent. And Boosted Blake sort of all by himself here on the mediums. Fuel's alright. Yeah, debut race for him. He'll still score points though, finishing a 9th. And now Mitchell Collin, here we go, in the lead. So yeah, he's nothing much to say about Mitchell. He's in charge. It's a minute and a half to go. It's just over a minute and a half to go, so there will be another lap. I mean, he has got enough of a gap. Peter Dongo was pretty slow out of that turn. Nothing's wrong with that car. Maybe he's just keep the tyres in check and fuel. Nick Pfaff, yeah, he's about 5 seconds behind. Harsha Hossa in 5th. Oh, look at this. Harsha Hossa on 4th, sorry. So Chris Padajak, I wonder if he's going to last actually. So Fez is coming up behind him. Look at these. This train of four coming up. Alright, so what's going on? Does Mitchell Collins do another lap? He's doing another lap. Okay, so this will be his final lap. There's 1 minute to go. We are on the last lap of the race. Okay, so Mitchell Collins on the last lap. Oh, look at this train of cars. This is going to be interesting. Let's see what happens here. Alright, so Peter Dongo is about to start the last lap. Nick Pfaff is just behind him as well. Harsha Hossor in between. Okay, this is where the battle is. Oh, look at that Fezza. Look at Trent Fuller. Oh, he's shoving his way through. Oh, Chris Padgeck's in the pits. Oh, there we go. He's pitted. Oh, okay. So we thought. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, oh, look at Trent Fuller. Oh, he's shoved his way down the inside. He's overtaken. That's a good move there for Trent Fuller. So Chris Padgeck's in the pits. He's got the softs on. He's out. Oh, Trent Fuller shoved Fezza. Oh, look at that. Into the chicane. Just saw Chris Padgeck exiting the pits. He had the soft tyres on. Oh, Fezza down, gets the move done. This is all in the last lap, folks. Some good battles here. So Trent Fuller in 6th place, in front of Peter Cameron. And Fezza, 6th place. Well, that was a good scrap there from those guys. So Mitchell Collin is about to finish the lap. Okay, so we're right on board of Mitchell Collin as he crosses the line. Get rid of this display. Here we go, Mitchell Collin rounds the corner. Lights flashing, Collin Racing Team. Mitchell Collins returns. He takes the checkered flag, first position. Peter Dongo, here we go. Team 53, about to finish on the podium in 2nd place. This is a mega result for Peter Dongo as he rounds the final corner. Team 53, 2nd position. And there we go. He crosses the line. Lights flashing. 2nd place for Peter Dongo. And Nick Pfaff, he crossed the line in 3rd. Great recovery drive for him there after what happened on the first lap. And Harsha Hossor in 4th. Great ETGT League debut drive there from him. And Fezza finishes 5th. Oh, Trent Fuller finishes just ahead of Peter Cameron as they cross the line. Oh, I think they were side by side. Trent Fuller finishes just ahead of Peter Cameron. Oh, Race for Life. Yeah, he did get the penalty there. Chris Padgeck crosses the line in 7th position. Boosted Blake still on the circuit. So Race for Life. Yeah, he did get the penalty, Harsha Hossor, for not having the right tyres on. So he'll finish in 8th, it looks like. And there we go. Blake Williamson on his ETGT League debut crosses the line in 9th position. The Collin Racing Team.
And there we go. Race 4 is done, and Mitchell Collin takes the victory on his ETGT League return, finishing ahead of Peter Dongo, 2nd place, and then Nick Pfaff finishing in 3rd position. Good recovery there from him after he had a first lap incident, found himself hitting the wall after losing control of his car, and Chris Padgeck did the same as well. They both lost it in the same corner, and this allowed Mitchell and Peter to come through and take the race win. And Harsha Hossor had a great debut race, but he finishes last, unfortunately, with a 1 minute time penalty for not putting on the correct tyres. Otherwise, he crossed the line in 4th position. So Fezza moves up to 4th instead, and Trent Fuller will finish in 5th. Peter Cameron, 6th place. And Chris Padgeck finishing in 7th after running out of fuel there towards the end of the race. And Blake Williamson on his ETGT League debut, finishing in 8th place after dive bombing in the first corner on Blake Williamson. It didn't quite go to plan. Let's take a look at some highlights from the race now.
So let's ride on board here with Nick Pfaff on the first lap. We'll see what happens. He takes the turn all right. Oh, then he has to correct the car a bit. He goes a bit wide. He spins. Couldn't fix it. Couldn't control the car, and he hits the wall. That's what happened to Nick Pfaff on the first lap. We'll take a look and see what happened with Chris Padgeck at the same corner. He's basically following Nick Pfaff. Oh, look, he does go a bit wide there. It's on the marbles. Oh, he stays wide with the turn. Oh, he does the same thing. He corrects the car. He hits the wall. He hits the barrier earlier. Oh, there's Nick Pfaff there hitting the barrier and spinning around. And Chris manages to go through. There we go. So that was the major incident on the first lap there. So the start of lap 7, we'll see what happened with Peter Dongo at the first corner. He was holding up Mitchell Collin really well for the first few laps, and then he just goes a little bit wide and beaches it. There we go. Peter Dongo, Team 53, at the beach in turn 1. As we start lap 14, Nick Pfaff is in the Team 53 sandwich. He's chasing down Peter Dongo. and then he completely loses it in the first corner. Look at this, he completely beaches it. Oh, loses control of the car, and there you go. Whoa. The beach keeping him from hitting the barrier there. Oh, he's back on the track and away he goes. And also on lap 14, Trent Fuller beaches it halfway through the circuit, loses control of the car, and there we go. Oh, T53 driver was doing well all race, and Chris Padajak goes past.
And there we go, some of the drivers finding it difficult here at Brands Hatch, and it is quite a narrow circuit with the grass and the gravel close to the track, so one small mistake can get it wrong. Let's take a look at the championship points after round 4, and Nick Pfaff still in the lead with 38 points on the board. And you've got Peter Dongo there on the same amount of points as Chris Padajak, so second and third tied with 31 points after Chris Padajak finished all the way down to 7th position for this race. So Peter Dongo finishing second, that'll shoot him back up the standings, and Peter Cameron 4th position ahead of Trent Fuller. And at the bottom of the standings you can see Harsha Hosso, Blake Williamson and Mitchell Collin getting points on the board for the first time this season. So Mitchell Collin with his 10 points, still 11 points behind Solomon Vakri, but with 5 rounds to go, we'll see how many positions he can make up as we take a look at the teams and manufacturer standings in Team 53 with 53 points in first position ahead of Pfaff Motorsports and Siko Motorsport. Got Colin Racing Team there with 13 points at 6th position, making their debut on the board, and Fast EV Racing, or Fast EV, I think it's Fast EV Racing, with 2 points, 7th position. And in the manufacturer standings, we've got Mercedes well ahead, 122 points. You've got Porsche moving 10 points ahead of BMW with the extra cars on track there, on 36 points, and BMW on 26 points. Well, that wraps it up for round 4 here at Brands Hatch. We'll be back for round 5 of ETGT League Season 4. We'll be heading to Bathurst, and what'll be the midway point of the season with race 5. 9 races this season. And yeah, looking forward to Bathurst. It's going to be a night race, and it's become a tradition to go there every season. It's the race that drivers want to win. It's the league's home race as well. So yeah, we'll leave you with a photo montage of today's race here at Brands Hatch, and we'll see you guys at Bathurst at the next race. But until then, it's bye for now.